Thank you, Katie. Hi, everyone. My name is Ira Pramanik, and I'm the founder of Magic. Today, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Riham B. Riham is a seventh grader at Girls Middle School, and she done some block-based Scratch programming before. As part of Magic, she wanted to learn Python, and she wanted to do a game. And as you will see from her presentation, she did exactly that. She learned Python, and she built a game that she plays with her friends. And I had a lot of fun working with her. What I found very impressive about Riham is her knack for logical thinking. She is a natural computer scientist, and I hope that she continues to delve into that. And she's passionate about it. She loves taking risks. So there's sometimes I'd say, can you do this for homework? Expecting her to say, no, it's too hard. But she said, yes, I'll do it. And most of the time she did it correctly. Sometimes, just like most of us, we try and it doesn't work. So I'm very impressed with her. I loved working with her. And with that, I present to you, Riham.
My name is Riham B, and I'm a seventh grader at the Girls Middle School in California. My mentor, Ira. She's a software engineer at Burley, which is a life sciences healthcare company located in the Bay Area. She's the founder of Magic, and she's from India. And she also has a daughter that works at Google. She's also a good mentor. Next. Next. My project in the game, rock, paper, scissors, and I chose it because I wanted to learn about Python and make a game very easy and fun. I learned Python and Pygame for this. Next. I learned Python from Code Academy, W3 Schools, and Google. Those are the things I learned, which are constants and variables, functions, comments, loop, control flow, different types of expressions, and lists. Next. I learned Pygame, which is like a separate thing from Python. Well, like it's the same thing, but like you can use it to make games. I learned it from YouTube and Google. I learned how to make buttons, import images, loading images, recognizing keyboard and mouse events, and how to move images. Next. This is my initial idea, which is like a sketch I made like way at the start. It's basically the same as my current project. The only difference is that this had like one round instead of three, so there's like, yeah. Next. My game is rock, paper, scissors, and the rules of the game is that rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, and paper beats rock. Next. This is my demo, and can you please mute it? Yeah, basically. I like I run the project, and there's three buttons: rock, paper, and scissors. And at the top in red, there's the player score and the computer score. Yeah, so right now they're both at 0, and depending on if you win or lose, they'll go up until reaching a maximum of 3, and then it will declare if you won or lost, and then it'll restart. So here I am, I'm playing, and it's at 2 and 2. So like probably the next one, unless it's a tie, is gonna say if you won or you lost. And like right here, I lost. So then, I'm playing again. And then this time I won. Next. Next. This is my code. On the left is like the code, like where the computer randomly picks rock, paper, or scissors. The top right shows creating the buttons which you can press to display the object, and then the function which returns the message. So like it changes the points system in red. Next. My highlights is learning Python / Pygame and also creating a game. I learned to always test your project whenever you make a change. So like if you make like a bunch of changes at once, you'll like you and something breaks, you won't know what broke it exactly. But if you change things one by one and always test it, then you know if what you changed broke it. And then comment your code so you can refer back to it and not get confused just by looking at like big blocks of code. When I first started, I didn't understand Python because like it was my first time, and also time management was an issue. Sometimes I wouldn't have time to complete homework. Next. Thank you.
Wonderful job, Riham. Thank you for sharing about building your games. What questions do we have from the audience?
I have a question. You said something that you learned was to always comment on your code. For those of us that aren't coders, what does that mean?
She asked what does like commenting mean? So basically what you would do is in the code, you put like a hashtag and then you'd write like a comment. So like basically it wouldn't do anything to the code, it's just like basically a little note to yourself.
And you can go back and look at it.
Yeah, just sitting in the code, but it doesn't change the project at all.
Since you wrote all of this code, is there a way that you know to always win? Or is it truly random and you can't, and sometimes the computer wins and sometimes you win, or because you are the brain behind the operation, you actually know how to always win?
Can you repeat that question? She asked if there's a ways like change the code so I can always win, and there probably is, just by like setting it so the computer always picks like the opposite of what I pick. So I always win.
But then in this version of the game,
It's completely random in this version.
so you can't beat it without being like
There's no way to
special
win.
knowledge.
Great, wonderful. And do we have any questions from our virtual audience? Great. Well, thank you so much, Riham, for your wonderful presentation and all the hard work on your project.